Hi, my name is Cindy Fullmer, and my presentation is Oil and International Influence. My interest was piqued in this area due to trending news on oil prices. I wanted to do more research to gain a better understanding of the oil market and broaden my view on the companies involved and discuss why prices are not expected to change. The graph shows 5-year WTI or West Texas Intermediate and Brent crude oil prices. In 2010, oil was at roughly $75 a barrel, and recent prices are around $45 a barrel. As a fun fact, WTI crude is the highest quality and is known in the industry as light and sweet and easy to refine. From an international perspective, here is an interesting map showing the headquarters, revenue, and number of employees for the 10 largest oil companies around the world. This is a good visual showing international disbursement of these companies. The following slides will give a brief discussion on each of these as well. Saudi Aramco is the world's largest oil company. It is a state-owned oil company in Saudi Arabia. As part of its history, in 1933, Standard Oil secured the first contract to drill for oil in Saudi Arabia. This is a picture of the Shabah megaproject in Rub Al Khali Desert. The second largest oil company is Gazprom. It is a Russian-controlled monopoly that supplies much of Europe, exporting gas to more than 30 countries outside of Russia. Also based out of Moscow is the fifth largest oil company, Rosneft. Combined, the two companies produce over 13 million barrels of oil a day. The third largest oil company is the National Iranian Oil Company. The picture shows Iranian oil and gas fields. This company is especially important because more oil will enter the international market with the change in lifting of sanctions due to the nuclear deal reached in April of 2015. The fourth largest oil company is ExxonMobil. Familiar brands names of Exxon include Esso and Mobil. Is headquartered out of Texas, started in 1999. During the merger, executive officers were quoted as saying this merger will enhance our ability to be an effective global competitor in a volatile world economy. The sixth largest oil company is PetroChina, formed in 1999. It produces over 4 million barrels of oil a day, is publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange with 8 shares. It's also traded on the Stock Exchange of Hong Kong Limited and Shanghai Stock Exchange as well. The seventh largest oil company is British Petroleum, otherwise known as BP. It produces an estimated 3.7 million barrels of oil per day. Many of us are familiar with the service stations and logo that you see in the top left-hand corner. It was started in 1909 and is headquartered out of London. The eighth largest oil company is Royal Dutch Shell, which produces over 3.7 million barrels of oil a day, supporting over 10 million customers with 44,000 service stations worldwide. Shell is an expansive company that focuses on other resources such as natural gas and jet fuel. The ninth largest oil company is Pemex, based in Mexico City, Mexico. This is a Mexican state-owned petroleum company that was created in 1938 and produces 3.6 million barrels of oil per day. It is not a publicly traded company and has been shrouded in controversy with corruption. The 10th largest oil company is Kuwait Petrol Corp, otherwise known as KPC. It is a state-owned company by the Kuwaiti government and produces 3.4 million barrels a day. Pictured is Al Zour, which is targeted to be the largest oil delivery and refinery in the world, as part of the future of this company. Several of the companies reviewed played a role in why oil prices won't go up. The first being Iran's return to the international market. Second is fracking is not going away. We are seeing an increase in both China and the U.S. And thirdly, OPEC is idle and determined to continue forcing the price of crude oil down to squeeze the U.S. market. Additional reasons why oil prices won't go down anytime soon. Russia continues to produce more, and their economy is overwhelmingly dependent on oil and gas export. Despite sanctions, Russians refuse to bend to the market. Finally, there's a lack of demand, with no great leap in growth expected in the world for the next couple of years. In summary, this presentation highlighted the major international companies and discussed different points on why oil prices are not expected to increase anytime soon. Each country has different reasons to continue high output. This, coupled with efficiency and environmentalism, means demand for oil is not going to exceed supply for